right, well, welcome everyone. Today we are going to do a workout with our weights. So we'll go ahead and start with those down on the floor. I also want to remind you to drink water. So I brought my water bottle today. Make sure you've got that with you in case you get thirsty. Go ahead and let's set our weights down on the ground and have a seat in our chair. So first thing, go ahead, scoot forward so you're sitting tall. And we're just going to go ahead and start with the shoulder roll. Good. All right, so a few reminders. We want to pick those shoulders up, pull those shoulder blades back, and open up the chest. And the breathing. Let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths where we inhale as we lift the shoulders up and exhale as we drop them down. Good. Excellent. One more time. So we're going to take a deep breath in. On the exhale out, let's go ahead and drop those shoulders. Let's drop our chin and we'll go through the head rolls. Now with the head rolls, see if you can't keep the mouth closed. And when you lift your chin to the side, you should get a nice stretch in the front of your neck. That's it. Go ahead and roll the head up. Let's drop our ear down to the shoulder. So right ear down to the shoulder. And then go ahead and take your left arm to the side. So here we're going to drop the shoulder, spread out the fingers, and rotate. This is a great stretch for the forearm, for the bicep, and into the hand. So if you get wrist pain or pain in those finger joints, this is a great one to do. Good, that's it. One more time, rotating back and up. Let's go ahead and switch. So we'll drop our right ear down to the shoulder. Our left ear down to the shoulder. We'll take our right arm out to the side. We'll spread out the fingers and rotate. I have to relearn my left and right. It's been so long. Good. So let's go ahead and rotate a few more times and let's slow it down. Work on full rotation. So we call that the range of motion, all the way up and down. That's it. One more time, all the way up and down. All right, next we're going to go ahead and bring our arms in front. And when we bring our arms in front, you're going to round and drop your chin. So we're rounding from the back, drop the head, reach with those arms, and then go ahead, roll up, lift the head, pull those elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Great, and again. So we're going to exhale as we round and reach. Deep breath in as you pull back. Good, two more times. Round, reach, exhale. Deep breath in. One more time. Exhale out as you reach forward. Sitting tall, pull back. All right, next we're going to go ahead and do some shoulder rotation. Good, just warming up the shoulder joints. Good. If this is uncomfortable, you can drop your elbows down and continue to rotate. Good. Well, let's do two more. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. We're going to bring those hands out in front, and then we're going to take it to the reach across the body. So just remember here, we're warming up. Good. And we want to warm up slowly. So the idea is, not to go fast. We'll get going here pretty soon, but we want to actively stretch. So take your time, rotate, reach. And again, if I'm going too fast, just slow yourself down. In fact, I'll slow it down here these last few. Okay, two more. And one. Next, let's go ahead and take those arms up and over. So now we're looking to feel the stretch through the rib cage. Good, and make sure you're spreading out the fingers. You can reach and grab. Good, let's do 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Pick up our pace here, and we'll start with a march. So we're swinging the arms, lifting those knees. Notice how I'm coordinating opposite arm and leg. Good. Good. And then a few reminders. Okay, we're sitting tall. We're pulling those abs in. We're strong. We're not just swinging those arms. Good, we've got 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna slow it down and stretch the back of the legs. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. So next, go ahead and sit back in your chair, just enough so that you can pick up your foot, and you're gonna lift and relax. So we're doing 2 things. When you lift, see if you can flex your ankle, so that just means pull the toe back, and get a stretch in your hamstring. All right, you might not feel your hamstring, that's okay. You should feel your calf. Good. And then the second part is that you want to lift high enough where you are strengthening and engaging that quadricep. Okay, so that's just the muscle right up top here. All right, good. Let's go ahead and just do 2 more. And 1. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to that right. Same thing. Sit tall. Pull your foot up, flex that ankle, pull the toe back. And again, if I'm going too fast, slow yourself down. All right, the idea is you want to go into full extension. Just a way of saying straighten out the leg, and you should feel that quad. Good. Okay, 4 more. 3, and 2, and 1. All right, let's stand up. We'll get out of our chair. Now, 2 things. Make sure that you're working within your ability. So if that means you need to stand next to your chair or behind your chair, please do so and hold on. Okay. Otherwise, just find some space, and we're going to start with a kickback. So we just stood up. When we were sitting down, we were stretching the back of the legs, and now we're looking to stretch the front of the legs, the quads. So when you pull that heel back, try to keep the knee down, okay, rather than lifting up. Good. And now we're going to add a squat. All right. So we'll slow it down. We're going to squat, come out, kick back. Squat, kick out, kick back. If your knees don't like this, don't do the squat. Okay. If you want something a little bit more challenging, take it deeper into that squat. We have got 15 seconds left, and we're going to add the arms. So as you're kicking back, reach up. This is one of my favorites. It's a nice stretch for the front of the body. Good, let's do 2 more here. And 1. All right, we're going to jog it out here. Good. So my hips, I'm kind of letting them swing side to side, keeping them kind of relaxed. I'm up on the balls of my feet, so my heels are up. And I'm swinging those arms. They're crossing my body. So we're going to turn this into a little bit of a balance exercise by turning the head. Right? So because it's balanced, don't feel like you need to do this. But if you feel comfortable, go ahead and turn and look side to side. Now when you're turning your head, try not to turn the entire body. Okay, so try to keep those hips square. You're just moving the head. Good. Hopefully that heart rate's going up. We have got 15 seconds left, so let's bring our head back to center and let's go ahead and pick up our pace. Now an option for this, okay, so remember we're going to jog a few different times here. If you can't jog, walking and marching is just fine. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, hands on the hips. So next we're going to go ahead and do a forward step. Sometimes we call this a lunge, all right? But we want to make sure that we're not dropping so deep where we can't come back to center. Hands on the hips, start by just taking a small step forward and back. We're going to alternate. This is a good one for the legs, okay? But it can be hard on knees, especially if you've got things going on with your knees already. Okay, so do watch it. We're going to do this another 20 seconds. If you would like, feel free to go a little bit deeper into that knee bend or back off, okay, if you are getting some pain. Good. Let's go ahead and do 4 more. 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to go back to that jog here, 30 seconds. Here we go. Pick up those heels. We're swinging the arms. Hopefully our joints are feeling a little bit more warmed up. So let's go ahead and start to pick up those knees. Make it a little bit harder here. Good. 15 seconds to go. If you want more of a challenge, add the head. So you're going to look up and down. Up and down. Up and down. And down. One last time. And down. All right, so we did the forward step. We're now going to do the back step. A little different. So I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to go ahead and take our foot and we're just going to tap back. Okay? Tap back. All right, so here we go. Let's alternate and tap. Same idea. If you feel your knees with this, back off. Now notice how I'm not actually stepping back. I'm just reaching and tapping. I'm keeping the weight in the front leg. We've got 20 more seconds here. Okay? To make it harder, go deeper into that lunge. Just remember, you want to be successful with these. All right, so if you're taking a big step back and you're unable to come back to center, back off. Take a smaller step. Good. 2 more. And 1. All right, 1 more round. Here we go. Back to our jog. Good, and we should be nice and warmed up by now. So let's go ahead and start to take those arms in front. Okay, so I'm reaching and pulling. Reaching and pulling. Good, 10 more seconds. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to finish with a side lunge. All right. So this set, we're going to do one leg at a time. Let's start with our left. You're going to take a step to the side, bend the knee, and return to center. Good. And again, take a step, bend the knee, return to center. When I'm doing this, I'm leaning forward as I step. Okay. That way I'm keeping the weight in my heel and I'm not putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on that knee. Good. Let's go ahead and just do 2 more here. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and switch. And what I didn't mention and what I should have is when you're stepping, try to keep your toe forward. Okay, so rather than toeing out, Keep that toe forward. Good. Lean at the hips, lean forward. That's it. All right, and like I was saying before, we always want to find modifications for exercises if they're not working. So a good modification for this would be a standing leg raise. All right, something where you're just lifting. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and just do 2 more. And 1. All right, so let's go ahead and take a break. We'll have a seat and we'll grab our weights. So we do have weights available. Today is May 8th. As of now, we do have weights available. So if you need some, please give us a call, leave us a message, and we'll run some up. We should have enough. So if it's a week out, 2 weeks out that you're watching this and you're looking for some weights, give us a call. Okay, let's go ahead and bring our feet in front. Drop those arms to the side and hinge forward. All right, so I'm just leaning forward. We're going to take it to our row. So with the row, we're working the upper back. When you lift, squeeze those shoulder blades together. And we'll go here another 20 seconds. So in some of the positions here, you're going to be tempted to crank the head up and try to watch me, but try to keep your neck and back neutral. Okay, so in this angle, you're most likely looking down at the floor. Great, so let's go ahead and just do 2 more here. And 1. Next, let's go into a sitting position. We're going to bring our arms up and we're going to take it right into the shoulder press. So shoulder press right after we do the row, it's pretty challenging. We've already worked what we call the rear delts, okay, or the back of the shoulders. And now we're kind of doubling up. We're going right into a shoulder press. So chances are you're feeling it. If you're not, your weights might not be heavy enough. And if that is the case, feel free to press up with both arms. You can certainly press both arms at the same time. Good, so another 10 more seconds here. Let's push it. Good, here's 3, and 2, and 1. Go ahead, drop your arms to the side. We're going to give those shoulders a break, and we're going to do our sit to stands. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my feet back. They're hip width apart. Let's stand all the way up and come all the way back down. Good. All right. Again, if you want to make this easier, don't come all the way back down. Just a mini squat. Good. If you want to make it harder, get your bottom as close to the chair as you can, but don't sit down. My son, who, by the way, is starting to walk, loves to come down to my knees, and I squat like this, what seems like 50 times a day. Let's do 2 more. Good, here we go, last one, all the way down and up. Have a seat. We're gonna go back to the arms. So let's go ahead and bring those weights in front. Our palms are up. Good, our belly button's pulled in. We're gonna extend out and pull back. Out and back. Out and back. Good. 20 more seconds here. If you need to alternate, go ahead and alternate. When you're pulling back, make sure you squeeze the shoulder blades. Good. Here we go. 3 more. Here's 2. Good. All the way out. Pull all the way back. Here we go. Let's challenge and extend those arms back out in front and hold it. Draw your abs in. Good. You should be feeling it. You should be burning. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those arms. Here we go. Back to those sit to stands. And we're going to add a knee raise. We're going to stand up and lift. Sit down. Stand up. Switch legs. And down. So we're going to slow this down. Like we did with our first set of sit to stands, modify if you need to. You don't have to come all the way back down. Make it harder if you'd like. Just hover your bottom over the chair. But what we're all going to do is slow down the knee raise. Good. And notice how that adds to the challenge, the balance. Good. This leg should be feeling it. Heart rates should be up. That's it. Let's do 4 more. If you need to stop, please stop. Good. 3, 2, and 1. One more round. Have a seat. We're going to rotate our palms out. Elbows are against the body, and we're going to take it to our bicep curl. Now the bicep, that's a pretty strong muscle. So if your weights are feeling too light for this, make it harder and bring those elbows away from the body. Remember to keep it slow though. In fact, I'll slow it down too. 15 more seconds. Good. Anytime we're in this seated position, we want to think about those abs. Good. 2 more. And 2. Good. Drop your arms. Last set of sit to stands. Let's add a heel raise. Okay. So again, feet hip width apart. Here we go. Stand up. Pause. Lift your heels and have a seat. We want to think of each exercise as being independent or separate. All right, and what I mean by that is take your time to stand, pause, then lift your heels, come all the way back down, and sit. Good. Remember the ways we can modify to make it easier, good, or harder. Good, so this last set, I'm hoping we're all feeling it. Let's do 4 more. On our last one, we're going to go ahead and stay standing. Good, 2 more. And 1. All right. So next, let's go ahead and step to the back of our chair. I'm going to slide my chair around so you can see me. All right, and we're going to go ahead and step over to the left side. What we're going to do next is what we call a bent over row. Now notice how I've doubled up with my weights. We've got a large muscle in the back there, so feel free to go ahead and put both weights in one arm, the left. Otherwise, just set it down on the chair. Take a big step back with your left leg. Drop your arm. Draw those abs in. Good, and then we're going to pull back. Good. So we did this exercise at the very beginning in our chair. We were just starting off with our weights. So we were just doing single one weight. But now since we're warmed up, see if you can go a little heavier with those 2 weights. That's it. 10 more seconds. Drive that elbow to the ceiling. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and switch. Step over to the right side of your chair. Weights are in your right hand. Hold on to the back of your chair. Take a big step back with your right leg. Abs are in. Lean forward. Drop the arm. Here we go. 30 seconds. So again, coming back to the head. I'm going to let you look away from me. Try to get into a neutral position. So you're looking down. The neck and the spine are stacked evenly. 10 more seconds here. Good. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, next let's go ahead and come out in front of the chair. Again, if you feel more comfortable holding on to the chair, just step to the back, and you want to just be careful. So if that means putting some weights down, please do that. Okay, so we're going to do a nice challenging exercise where we're going to do a squat into an upright row, into an overhead press. All right, so this is something you would think about doing if you're putting the dishes away or the laundry. So let's go ahead and get to it. Feet, we want them just wide of the hips. We're going to bring those weights to the center of the body. We're going to squat down. And when we squat, back is straight, bottoms go back, and we're leaning forward. Good. Next, we're going to go ahead and lift up, elbows to the side. We're going to pause and press overhead. Good. Down. Elbows up and press. All right, so we're going to go for 30 seconds. If you need to alternate with the arms, please do so. Remember the ways you can modify with your squat. Okay, so you can do a shallow squat, or you can do a deeper squat. Keep form. Okay, so do make sure that you're keeping those feet flat. Weight is in the heels. Good. We've got 2 more. All right, let's add a little bit of a challenge here. So let's drop our weights in front. Let's drop into a squat. Okay, so I'm just bending my knees. Little squat here. Let's hold it. Hold it. And you should be feeling your quads. So if you're not feeling them, try to sink a little deeper. Good. We've got 4 more seconds, and then we're going to come out of this and go into what we call an uppercut. Okay, here we go. Come up and punch. Good. Right across the body. Now, when I extend, my palm is down. I'm getting some rotation at the waist. We have got 20 seconds left. Let's add a toe tap. Good. If it's already challenging enough with feet down on the floor, don't add the tap. Good. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. All right, go ahead and drop your arms to your side. Hopefully your heart rate's up, like mine. Take some deep breaths. We're going to try to drop it down. We're going to finish with the triceps, working the back of those arms. Good. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders back one last time. All right. So next position, abs are in, feet are together, and we're going to lean forward. Okay. So all this does is it gives us the position to bring our elbows up, and then we're going to extend back. All right. So again, kick back. The thing that goes wrong with this exercise is when we start to swing the arm or the elbow. Okay, so do make sure your elbows stay against the body. The tricep is that the back of the arm muscle, and you should be feeling it when you lift those weights in this position. "15 seconds to go. Remember to hold those abs in. Okay, protect your back. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so let's go ahead and shrug the shoulders up and down. So before we were rolling, this time we're lifting up and down. Take some deep breaths, and we'll finish with one last set of tricep kickbacks. Good. Let's lift one more time. And down. So same exercise. We're going to do a slight variation. Feet together, hinge forward. Start with those arms out in front. Lift the elbows and kick back. So what we're going to do slightly differently this time is we're going to rotate. Thumbs out, palms down. Good. All that does is it kind of hits a different part of the tricep. So remember that tricep is made up of 3 small muscles. And when we add that rotation, or get into that third, that tends to get left out when we just simply kick back without the rotation. Good, 15 more seconds here. At the end, we're going to extend back and we're going to hold it. Good, 2 more. And here we go. Lift up, hold it. Good, you should be feeling those triceps now. Good, lift those weights up higher. Very nice. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Okay, so we're finished with our weights. Go ahead and set them to the side. Of course, out of an area where you could step on them, so maybe even under your chair. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of balance before we sit and wrap up with some stretches. So I'm hoping that we're able to find times throughout the day to do simple balance exercises. All right, and if we're not, believe me, I know it's hard to kind of stay disciplined right now. Take the exercise we're going to do right now and try to incorporate it sometime throughout your day. Okay, all it is, one leg stand. Okay, so I'm picking up my left leg. I'm balancing on my right. Got my chair there just in case. Now, if you pick up your foot and you instantly go for your chair, that's okay. All right, just try not to rely on it. Ask yourself, am I feeling the challenge of trying to balance on my right foot? Okay, good. All right, so if that foot is up and your arms are off that chair and you're saying, now what? We're going to go ahead and cross our arms over our chest. Okay, because when we've got those arms, it helps us to balance. Now, I know there are a few of you that are saying, well, now what? Close your eyes. Good. 10 more seconds. And what you should be feeling, the toes are probably curling, your ankle is firing. And what I mean by that is you're feeling the top of your foot. Lots of wobbling going on. That's part of it. Okay, good. And relax. Let's switch. All right, same thing, different leg. Here we go. Go ahead and pick up that right foot. Good, and then see if you can drop your arm. Now, I think it's pretty common, universal, that we're all going to feel slightly it's going to be easier on one leg than it is the other. And remember, that's normal. You have a dominant arm, legs are the same. Got one that's a little bit better at balancing. Good. All right. Again, if you need more of a challenge, arms across your chest. If you need more of a challenge, turn your head side to side. Whoa. Ten more seconds. Good. And relax. All right, so again, just very simple, standing on one leg. You can add some modifiers to it to make it harder or easier, but it's wonderful. Just simple things we can do throughout the day. Have a seat, let's stretch. So at the beginning, we were actively stretching, meaning we were moving. Now we're going to slow it down and do what we call the static stretching. So we're going to hold. Let's go ahead and start with the hamstring and calf. Go ahead, slide that left leg in front and pull your toe back. Good. So leg as straight as you can get it. All right. If you can't straighten that leg out all the way, not a problem. Sit up tall. The important part with this one is keeping your back straight when you lean forward. A lot of times we round the back and we're reaching for that foot, and that's okay. All right. It'll probably give you more of a back stretch and a calf stretch. And really what we're looking for here is a hamstring stretch. So keeping a straight back, leg is as straight as you can get it, and relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale, go deeper into the stretch. Good. All right, let's go ahead and switch legs. Slide that right heel out, toe is up. Let's sit up tall. Good. And lean forward. Good, another 15 seconds. Again, use your breathing to go deeper into the stretch. Good, that's it. And one. All right, and sit back. So next, let's go ahead and walk our feet out wide. And we're going to put the hands on the inside of our thighs. So this is more of a stretch for the rib cage and the back area. You want to sit up tall, and we're just going to do some rotation. Now, when we do this, it's important not to collapse forward. Okay, so you want to think of keeping your back straight. And then I'm going to start by going to my left side. So I'm pressing the inside of my thigh with the right hand. Good, and then release and switch. Good, this time we're going to release as we do exhale out. Back to center, take a deep breath. On the exhale, go ahead, switch sides. And release. Good. One last time, deep breath. Exhale out and to the right. Good. And back to center. Go ahead and bring those feet back together. So next we're going to go ahead and interlace our hands. We're going to reach forward, stretching the back of the arms and the shoulders. So instead of looking at me, go ahead, drop your head down. We're going to hold it here for 10 seconds. Try to relax your shoulders. Good. Next, keep your arms in front, but lift the head. Next, you're going to release the hands, palms up, open, and pull back. Good. And I like this one so much. We're going to do it 3 more times. So we're going to exhale out. We're going to reach forward. If you'd like, you can drop your head, round your back. Good. And again, sit up tall. Palms to the ceiling, open, pull back. When you're pulling back, try not to arch the low back. Try to draw those abs in. Good. Excellent. Let's do this 2 more times. Good. Flip the palms up. Take a deep breath in. Good. Exhale. Release. One more time. Palms up. Open. Pull back. Abs in. Good. And release. Let's just leave our hands out in front. We're going to roll the wrists. That last stretch we just did where we're opening up, it's another great one to do throughout the day. Good. I'm sure I'm not alone when I say I'm at the computer and at my desk, reading, watching TV, doing all that a lot more these days. And it's good to stretch throughout the day. All right, move those fingers. Shake it out. All right, my favorite to end with is the standing roll over stretch. Let's do that now. So let's go ahead and just stand, find a place where you're comfortable. Feet about hip width apart. I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to relax our arms. We're going to round our back. And we're going to start to slowly roll down. So one wonderful tip that Brian Carr gave me was in this position to relax the head, and as he would say, nod yes. Good, and if you'd like, you can go ahead and nod no. Just let that head swing side to side. Next, relax those shoulders even more. Let the gravitation pull your hands down. Swing the arms. And when you're ready, start to roll up. We're stacking the spine. So starting from the very bottom, roll up very slowly. Once the shoulders come back, then you can lift the head. Let's interlace those hands. Good. Bring those feet together. We're going to press our palms up to the ceiling. Good. Take it to your left side. Good. And your right. And back to center. Lift up, deep breath in, and out. All right, it's great to see you all again. Well, you see me. Just know, again, we miss you. Hope to be back before my kids are in college. I'm sure that'll happen. And let us know if we can do anything for you. All right? Mwah.